This list of the best places to visit in Toledo will help you not to miss anything important in one of the best preserved and most beautiful medieval cities in Spain. Obligatory stop for history buffs to live peacefully for centuries. Christians, Muslims and Jews, respecting their customs and privileges. Toledo is, thanks to this great example of tolerance, known as the city of the three cultures, in addition to preserving a great legacy of buildings and architectural elements characteristic of each religion. If you still do not know it, at Travel with Placer we want to show you a list of 10 magnificent places that you have to see in Toledo so that you have a unique and unforgettable trip and make the most of this experience. Join us to discover this incredible destination. The Cathedral of Santa Maria, also called the Primate Cathedral of Spain, is one of the most impressive cathedrals in the world and one of the most beautiful places to visit in Toledo. This Gothic-style cathedral, built between 1226 and 1493, stands out for having an exterior with three facades, a main one richly decorated with a 92-meter-high tower, the Puerta del Reloj, which is the oldest facade, and the Puerta de los Leones, the last to be built. If the exterior is spectacular, when you enter the interior you will be speechless when you see places such as the main chapel and its altarpiece, the chapter room, the mosaic chapel, the stained glass windows, the choir or the treasury, among others. The Monastery of San Juan de los Reyes is one of the most important buildings erected by the Catholic monarchs to commemorate the Battle of the Bull, 1476. In this place, the unique decoration that adorns the transept and the main chapel stands out. The church is made up of stained glass windows and its walls are full of reliefs and sculptures. Likewise, its main chapel stands out for its enormous beauty. You can get to it by your own car or using the bus. The ALCAZAR, a medieval fortress located in the highest part of the city, is another of the emblematic places to see in Toledo. This huge rectangular building has its origins in Roman times, although it was not until 1525 that King Charles I brought his court to this city and rebuilt the building in the form that can be seen today. Although we believe that visiting the interior is dispensable if you are only in the city for one day, it is worth going to the Alcazar to see its exterior and enter the Library of Castilla-La Mancha, free of charge, with good views of the city and one of the four towers from the top floor, where the cafeteria is. The Synagogue of Transito is considered today as the main monument of Jewish culture in Toledo. This building also houses the Sephardic Museum. The Synagogue of the Transit, or Synagogue of Samuel Halevi, as it is also known, has dimensions of 23 meters in length, 9.5 width and 17 meters in height. It has a hall plan characteristic of many Christian buildings of the time. The place stands out for its imposing high-rise room and exquisite wooden coffered ceiling. On the upper floor you will also find the balcony of the women common in synagogues, and in the northern part of the building you will see 3 rooms in which the collection of the Sephardic Museum is exhibited. Without a doubt, this is one of the basic places to see in Toledo. Another of the most essential places to visit in Toledo is the Church of San Tome, where you will find the burial of the Count of Orgaz, one of the great masterpieces of Dominicos Theotokopoulos, El Greco. This oil-on canvas that measures almost 5 meters high and was painted by El Greco between 1586 and 1588, represents the burial of Gonzalo Ruiz de Toledo, lord of the town of Orgaz, in this church. Although the church does not stand out above others and you cannot take pictures of the painting, it is well worth paying the almost €3 that the entrance costs to enjoy one of the great works of art in the city. If after seeing this marvel you have been left with more desire for works by El Greco, you can go to his museum located 10 minutes walk from the church, where you can see great Mannerist-style works by the painter such as El Apostolato, San Bernardino or the Redeemer. Going up to the Mirador del Valle to see the sunrise or sunset, with fantastic views of the city and the Tagus River, is undoubtedly one of the best things to do in Toledo. These viewpoints, located to the south of the city on a ring road, allow you to have the best perspective of some of the most characteristic buildings of the city, such as the Alcazar. To complete the experience of the viewpoints, we recommend you go up to the Piedra del Rey Moro to have even more panoramic views of the city and the entire environment. The Synagogue of Santa Maria la Blanca, located in the Old Jewish Quarter, is one of our favorite places to see in Toledo. This Mudéjar religious building, built in 1180, was used for more than 200 years as a synagogue, until it was converted into a church dedicated to the Virgin in 1411. Its sober exterior stands out, which contrasts with a beautiful interior of white walls, octagonal pillars and horseshoe arches, which have served as a model for other synagogues around the world. The San Martin Bridge is considered an impressive historical and artistic heritage of the city. It was built with granite ashlars, has 5 slightly pointed arches, and is more than 26 meters high above the river level. VALLE receives a large number of tourists from different cities in Spain and countries around the world because, being west of the historic center, it is an ideal place to admire the best panoramic views of the city. This is one of the key tourist destinations to see in Toledo. The Old Door of Bisagra, as its name indicates, is a door that gives access to the interior of the historic center of the city through the wall that surrounds it. This monument is a World Heritage Site. Of this magnificent place, it stands out that its facade is practically the same since its creation in the 10th century. It is a very characteristic door that is of Muslim origin. It can be visited every day of the year, and both tourists and city residents can easily reach it by bus. The Santa Cruz Museum is located at Calle Miguel de Cervantes 3, 45,001, Toledo. It has 2 floors and is divided into sections of fine arts, decorative arts, and archaeology. It also has incredible collections, examples of popular culture and local artisan traditions such as textiles, goldsmiths, ceramics, and glass. This is a magnificent museum that you have to see in Toledo, and it stands out that it has a valuable repertoire of El Greco. As you can see, Toledo is one of the cities in Spain that has a large number of wonderful tourist attractions to discover. You already know, if you visit this incredible city, don't forget to visit these wonderful destinations. Leave us your comment telling us what you think and which was your favorite.